A look there at a sold-out crowd that's been whipped into a frenzy. It's Game 3 of the American League Division Series between the Minnesota Twins and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. With me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
And you got to figure here in a 5-game series, the odds are long for coming back when you're down 2-0. But hey, it's not impossible. Just think of the Giants and Reds in the 2012 series, or way back in 2001, the A's and the Yankees. Remember that? It can happen. So you can bet that these guys would love to finish the series off right here and now, so they can take a few days off and relax and maybe watch a little baseball.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two guys who'll get the ball here in Game 3. With that, a look at Paul Molitor's lineup for the visiting Twins. Steve, what's the focus for this lineup as they look to lock up the division series?
Well, I'll tell you what, this team has their ace on the mound, so it's probably not going to take a whole lot of offense to get a win for them.
And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at the way the Angels match up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, for me, the best defensive shortstop in the game, Andrelton Simmons. You watch him go to the hole and make throws, cover ground. Simmons is so athletic. He makes the difficult plays look routine.
Miguel Sano makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike one.
First pitch, 105.
No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now, 0-2.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you gotta leave alone and make him bring something down.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. And a great day for baseball here. 81 degrees at first pitch. Ready on 1-2. Hard hit ball to second. Gloved by Giovitella. And a rather easy first out.
At second baseman, Brian Dozier.
Into the box now, Brian Dozier. He'll get to take his first cuts here. This is line to left. Gentry is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are two gone now.
The minute he hits that, he's thinking it's a base hit all the way, but it's one of those situations where you get penalized for hitting the ball too hard. And this stayed up long enough to find the outfielder's glove out there.
So here's Joe Mauer as he gets under the first pitch and sends a fly ball out to left center. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases.
Well, you know, it's never too late to get a first-inning rally started. This one's going to find the gap for 2 bases, so now at least to give your cleanup guy a shot to maybe drive in that first run of the game.
Trevor Plouffe will get a shot here, and he's looking to get off the schneid. Hitless in the series so far.
And he's an important guy to get going. If they're going to have any chance in this series, you really need to start getting a little more involved.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
All of a sudden, you got to be careful now with the cleanup guy up there with a runner in scoring position. He could be in danger of giving up that first run after all.
Hit the other way out toward right field. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more from Game 3 after this. Well, here's a look now at the Angels starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Well, you always have to be aware of Mike Trout. And he's trouble every time he steps into the box because he's such a well-rounded hitter. He has the power to go deep. He's got the speed to turn an out into a base hit. And he's got the nerve to stay calm and come through in the clutch.
Kyle Gibson is on the mound, and he'll look to wrap up this division series. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, this is somebody you've got to get up in the zone. His out pitch is the sinker ball. And if he's working that thing down, it's going to be a long game for the hitters.
And with that, let's give you a look at how the Twins stack up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, this defense really revolves around the catcher. Very good back there, blocks a lot of the balls, guides that pitching staff. Really the most important guy on this defense.
Craig Gentry comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Fielder, Craig Gentry.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
1-0.
Right side hit hard. Dozier gets to it. 1 away.
Batting second, right fielder, Cole Calhoun.
Cole Calhoun will dig in now, and he's picked the wrong time of year for his bat to go silent.
Yeah, just 1 hit in the series so far for him, and they're going to have to get more out of his bat. But he's got to make sure he doesn't press up there, or that average is going to continue to go south.
Gibson looks in. Here's the first pitch. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, Earl is a well-liked umpire all-around baseball by both pitchers and hitters. The reason for that, he's consistent, and his zone is kind of what you hope for.
0-1, here it comes. And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike 2.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
Bounced weakly near the plate, but it gets foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. And with 2 away now, we give you another glance at our up-to-the-minute playoff bracket. And here in this Game 3 of the Division Series, the big question is, will we see a sweep? Mike Trout will dig in here, and it's been a series to forget for him so far as you see the numbers there.
And with these guys just 1 game away from going home, he may not have too many more opportunities to turn things around. He's got to make every at-bat count from here on out.
And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Up top, it's 2-0. You still come after him now on 2-0?
I think you have to be a little careful, but yeah, I don't think you can just give up on him.
Three and 0 now.
And even on 3-0, it's no given that he's going to be taken up there. We've seen him go after pitches in this spot before. He's not going to hold back.
And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
And I may not know a whole lot about pitching, but what I do know is this is not the guy you want to be putting on base with a walk. That definitely puts the stolen base in order now with 2 away.
C.J. Cron will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk.
Yeah, nothing going on earlier in this inning, but a chance to make some noise right here. Those kind of walks often seem to come back and bite guys somehow.
That's down. That's
the fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
Hot shot to third. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Yeah, this ball might have caught him in between hops, or he might have been unsure which way to turn his glove, over or under the ball. Instead, just goes right through him.
Here's the catcher, Giovanni Soto now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
Trying to escape unscathed here in the first. And this is swung on and missed by Soto as he falls behind now, down 0-2.
Well, he's having some problems here with location. He's got 2 on already here in the first, and that last pitch right down the middle.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Barehanded on the hop. Not in time.
Oh, man, that would have been awesome.
Nearly a remarkable play, but scored a base hit, and the inning continues with 2 away. First offering on its way. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. And he falls behind 0-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Santana is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Angels threaten, but leave them loaded. After 1, no score. Eddie Rosario will stand in to start things out, with his guys pretty fortunate to get out of that last half inning with the game still scoreless.
Yeah, they were able to dodge a bases-loaded situation. That could have gotten out of hand quickly, so maybe they can calm their guy down a bit by getting a couple runs here.
Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
2-0 count, and the pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. Gentry has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Well, in this at-bat, he did everything right. He got himself into a good hitter's count. That was 2-0. Found a good pitch to hit, and he hit it hard. Just unlucky, I guess. He hit it right at somebody.
Stepping in now, Kurt Suzuki. And here's a ball hit in the air. In there, a base hit.
Yeah, this one looked like one of EK's 4-irons. He just kind of shanks this thing right down the right field line, but he manages to drop it just inside the chalk line, and that's a thing of beauty.
Standing in now, Danny Santana, as he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. No score here as we play inning number 2. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
And I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Still 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
You make a mistake up to this guy, he's going to make you pay. This pitch is belt high, and he just jumps all over it and drives it into the alley to put runners on second and third now.
Into the box, Eduardo Nunez. Fly ball out to straightaway right. On the move is Calhoun. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Well, that's all he's hoping to do right here. Just get that thing airborne and get that first run of the game home. He does his job, picks up the RBI.
Eduardo Escobar will stand in now for the first time, coming off, well, nothing short of a dynamic performance last time out.
Well, it makes you wonder how they're going to attack him here in this game. I would bet that they're a lot more cautious with him.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Oh, it's so important to be able to strike first in a postseason game. Get that first run in, especially when you're the team playing on the road. Hopefully you can take a little life out of this big crowd.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Calhoun giving chase. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. Twins get a run on 2 hits. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Twins 1 and the Angels nothing. Andrelton Simmons will start things out. Bottom third of the order, 7, 8, and 9 to start out the home half of the second.
And they probably still can't believe they didn't get anything out of that first inning. They got the bases loaded, but just couldn't cash in.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Gibson gets the sign. Here's the 1-1. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Swing and a little tapper. Suzuki gonna have to hurry. A quick out number 1.
Batting 8, designated hitter, Quentin Berry.
Stepping in, Quentin Berry, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ground ball left side. Kloof has it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now these infielders have been busy early on, and that's another ground ball out for them. Probably not going to be the last one we see either.
Johnny Giavotella gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Angels are gone in order. They still trail 1-0. Welcome back to beautiful Orange County, California. We get set for the top of the third from Angel Stadium in Anaheim. Miguel Sano will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game.
Yeah, but he hit it hard, though. He put a really nice swing on it, and we'll see if he can do that same thing right here.
First pitch of the at-bat. Into the seats, 0-1. Cold strike, 0-2. Hit hard up the middle. And that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
You talk about a guy who's really stepped it up all throughout this postseason. Here's your man right here. And he's on base again as he leads off the inning with a base hit.
Here's Brian Dozier now. Bat explodes as this has popped up. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
First baseman number 7, Joe Mauer.
Ready now, Joe Mauer. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Now big roundhouse curveball in there for strike one.
That's such a good pitch to get ahead. Lefty on lefty. It's a big looping curveball. Makes it very difficult for the hitter to try and time what's coming next.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Hit sharply toward the right side. But this is speared by the first baseman.
Boy, and how they get out of this one with only one out on this play is a mystery. This probably should have been much more than that, but they can't wind up making the play.
Here's Trevor Plouffe standing in as he'll take a look at ball one. One 1-0 pitch on the way. Back to the mound and off his leg. Thankfully, he's able to recover and he gets the second out at first. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg, and that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Eddie Rosario comes forward looking to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position.
Yeah, and you know one man who'd love for him to come through big time right here is his pitcher. We'll see if he can get it done.
Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one.
Boy, and if these guys come away with nothing here, they'll have squandered a real good opportunity.
Ooh, he saws him off with that one. On to first, and the throw goes right by him. And the runner from third crosses the plate. Now a low throw, but he can't knock it down at first as it gets right by him.
Well, when you're making that throw across a diamond, you don't get a lot on it, get on top of it, it's going to sink. And I think he just tried to finesse that one a bit too much, and they'll hit him with an E5.
Into the box now, Kurt Suzuki. Belted high and deep into right center. Back goes Calhoun. Gone. A fence scraper, but still good for 3 runs. So a 3-run shot to right center field. His first homer here in the series. And the Twins have extended their lead to 5-0.
Well, he was close to getting out of this with just that 1-run scoring, but he winds up making one more mistake here in the inning, and it's going to cost him 3 more runs.
In now, Danny Santana.
Center fielder, Danny
Drilled
Santana.
right back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
So far, he's throwing a lot of fastballs here early in the count, and these guys have picked up on that, so they're just going up there looking for the hard stuff, and they've been all over him.
Action now in the Angels bullpen as a left-hander starts to get loose. Stepping in now, Eduardo Nunez, as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. We played 2.5. It's the Twins 5 and the Angels nothing. Leading off the inning, Craig Gentry, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
Gibson's ready. Here's the first pitch. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
1-0.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
And it goes without saying, but this has to be in the strike zone. You don't want him on base to start off the inning.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Back goes Rosario. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Now his cushion out there has gone from a 1-run lead to a 5-run lead. So he can afford to go right after these guys, and he did so right there to get that first out of the inning.
Cole Calhoun is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, however, strike 1. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2.
So far, he's the only guy that struck out for these guys. He's in danger of making it 2 now.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Here it comes on 0-2. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
Well, there's no question that the sinker away has always been this guy's bread and butter pitch. You can see where it is on show track, and you're just not going to get a better location than that pitch with 2 strikes.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2.
And after walking him the first time around, he's all business here in the second at-bat.
Angels still looking for hit number 1 in the ballgame. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Angels go down 1-2-3. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Eduardo Escobar is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
Fly ball heading for the alley. And he is going to have extra bases to start the 4th. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, that's great production here out of the number 9 hole, leading off the inning. Managers like to think of those number 9 guys as sort of a second leadoff man, and he takes that to heart as he's into scoring position already with a leadoff double.
Miguel Sano will stand in now with the runner at second following the leadoff double.
Yep, more hot water here to start the inning, and it's right back into that stretch again, and this is starting to become a theme for him.
Hit to short. Taken in by Simmons. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Well, we talk about it a lot. Ideally, this should be to the right side of the infield. Maybe you give him a break because he's such a good hitter, and he is a run producer, but I'll bet if you ask him, he'll wish he had a different approach in that at-bat.
Here's Brian Dozier now. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
Line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Now batting, first baseman.
And things are continuing to go poorly for him out there. That's now the 8th hit he's given up in just 3 1/3 innings of work. With a line like that, he's not going to be sticking around much longer.
Now Mike Scioscia's up out of the Angel dugout on his way to the mound. And he's seen enough here. That's going to be all for Tyler Skaggs. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. C.J. Wilson is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the 4th inning. Joe Mauer will be the first to greet him here as he'll do so with runners at the corners and only 1 out. Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball 1. The early hit total about what you'd expect in a score line such as this. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
Back in standing.
Keeping an eye on him.
5 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error make up the totals for the Twins to this point. Fastball called strike. 1-2.
Now with 2 strikes, he can put the ground ball on the back burner and really go after the strikeout here.
Wilson comes set. 1-2 on its way. This one's flared out toward left. Gentry moving in, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the 2nd out.
It just didn't get enough of that one to get that run home, so that's probably a wise decision to hold at third.
Trevor Plouffe gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
Yeah. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
The 0-1 delivery. And he comes back with a pitch that misses here. 1-1 to the Minnesota third baseman. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
He's still got a couple pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. You got to take a step back, take a deep breath, and get back in the zone.
Line towards center field. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
As a visiting ball player, there is nothing like taking the home crowd out of the game early. You know, this lead moves to 6 now, so this is going to be an awfully tall order to get back in this game.
Eddie Rosario will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Looking to minimize the damage here. Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
And that's in there above the belt, so it's even now, 2-2. He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Giavatello's got it. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Minnesota leads this one 6-0. C.J. Cron will come forward now to start the inning, and with his guys down 6 in the early going, they're going to need to put something together here or risk being blown out.
Yeah, and I think the big thing here is you've got to come up with something, even if it's just 1 run. You got to let those guys over there know that you haven't given up and that you're going to fight them until the last out.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
And that guy right there is the beneficiary of all these early runs. He's got to be the happiest guy in the ballpark.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double.
Yeah, just their first hit of the game, but he makes it a good one. You see this ball hit out near the wall and then hop right over it. He's into second now with a ground rule double.
Giovanni Soto stands in with a runner in scoring position already here following the ground rule double.
Now, great start for the inning for him so far, but this needs to be a productive at-bat right now. You got to at least advance him to third somehow.
Hit on the ground is short. Escobar is there and taken in out there for the first out.
Well, the inning starts nicely with that leadoff double, but aside from a strikeout, a ground ball to short is about the last thing you want to have happen. You know, if this is to the second baseman, that's great, but that's just a wasted out here.
Striding into the box, Yunel Escobar. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. One out and a runner on second base. Here comes the 1-0. Inside corner, a ball and a strike. Hit hard to short. To his left, Escobar. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
Settling in now, Andrelton Simmons. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
A lot of people think that pitch will burn straight down, but it will work back a little bit towards righties, like that one did right there.
Oh, he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Leaning into the dugout, and he makes the catch. Oh, a great play there to record the final out. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. We'll have more of Game 3 after this message. Kurt Suzuki heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Some stirring now in that Angel bullpen, as it'll be both a lefty and a righty that start to get loose. Now here's a fastball from Wilson as he gets ahead 0-1.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him, because that thing was right down Broadway.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Oh-2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. Trout is in his tracks now, 1 down.
Up next for Minnesota, center fielder, Danny Santana.
Danny Santana digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. And that misses inside 1-0. And he misses again, 2-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. Line to the right side, but good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2.
Well, he was making a bid up there for his 3rd straight hit. And this might be the hardest ball he's hit of the 3, but this time he's going to wind up with nothing to show for it.
Into the box, Eduardo Nunez. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Well, with 2 outs and nobody on, the best way to make a team pay for hitting you is to come around and score. Let's see what they can do.
Eduardo Escobar steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First pitch on its way. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Around third and being waved on home. And the run will score all the way from first. It's 7-0.
That hit by pitch is really going to come back to sting him here. With two-way, he's going on contact over there at first. You can bet that feels good as he comes all the way around to score on the RBI double.
Here's Miguel Sano, as he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike one. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it?
0-1, here's the pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
He wanted to go after that one, but that's a good eye to just watch it all the way in.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calhoun has a read on it. And that ends the inning. A run for the Twins, and it comes on this RBI double. Middle of the afternoon here at the Big A. It's the Twins 7 and the Angels nothing. Quentin Berry will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront, and this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
Hit hard on the ground to second. And he's retired, 1 away. There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just 1 hit to this point. Johnny Giavotella is at the plate now, flied out in his first at-bat. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. Squared that one up just a little late. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Swing and a little blooper to center. Santana ranging forward. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
And this is all about taking charge out there. That's the center fielder's ball if he can get there. So he calls everybody off, and he makes the play easily.
Craig Gentry will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
No runs, just 1 hit. 2 errors on the Angels line score so far. Swung on and hit in the air to left. Rosario is there. And that's the 3rd out. So a strong start on the mound as he's blanked him through the first 5. 5 innings complete. It's the Twins 7 and the Angels nothing. Brian Dozier makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Second baseman, Brian Dozier.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
And you know, sometimes when you're thinking fastball, you try to get moving just a little bit early. And that's a good job of recognizing off speed and then holding back on the swing.
3-1 now.
You figure he should get something good to hit here. They don't want to walk him and put him on for the heart of the order.
Wilson's ready. Needs to hit his spot here on 3 balls and a strike. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And this is going to get on through into center, a leadoff hit.
Yeah, he hit a good pitch there. This thing's toward the outside part of the plate, but he stays with it all the way. Uses the big part of the field and gets himself a base hit.
Joe Mauer will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Gentry moves over. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Third baseman number 24, Trevor Plouffe.
Trevor Plouffe gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Foul tip into the catcher's glove at strike 1.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Line toward right center. And that'll get down for a base hit. Long throw to third. Trout's throw will come in too late. He's in there at third.
The left fielder, number 20,
Eddie Rosario will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. Flipped out the other way towards short. And that's through, a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's 8-0.
A great example right there, just using the whole field. Doesn't try to do too much here, just sort of inside outside thing the other way. That'll be more than good enough to score that runner from third.
Kurt Suzuki will step toward the box here, and as he does, we flash you back to inning number 3 as you check out his 3-run home run, a big blow early on. And he gets ahead with the curveball, strike 1. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Back goes Trout. He gets there, and that's the second out. The relay throw. The tag at third, and they got him. A double play, and very quickly here, the side is retired. Twins forced to settle for 1. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Twins 8 and the Angels nothing. Cole Calhoun will come in now to start things out here in their half of the sixth as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
Yeah, and I think that's putting it mildly. Just one hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fella on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
Into the windup and the pitch. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. Hard liner to center field, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Just the second hit they've got against him so far as we check on his numbers to this point. He's pretty much been in control all afternoon, so we'll see if he can keep that string of zeros going.
Mike Trout will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Now here's a good spot to finally break through against this guy. You've got the leadoff man on, the heart of the order's coming up, and maybe this is a good chance to get that goose egg off the scoreboard.
Nobody out, runner on first. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1 delivery. 1-1 pitch is a sinker taken for his strike 1-2. I'll tell you, he's been living on that corner all afternoon.
And you can tell guys at the plate, they're starting to get frustrated. He just hasn't made many mistakes at all. And when he has, they've been out of the zone.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Hot shot toward third, but gloved by the third baseman for the out.
And into his 6th inning of work now. Let's take a look at the breakdown for him so far.
C.J. Cron will dig in. He doubled his last time.
Well, he did a good job to go down and get one in his last at-bat, but I got to think he'll be looking for a pitch that he can drive right here.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he's no doubt searching for a ground ball here as this sinker dips below the knees. It's 1-0. Runners on first with one down. Now it's 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Runner at first here, one man out. High pop up. Mauer is there. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Boy, that's just another off-balance swing right there. Not only are these guys light on hits, they're not even making solid contact right now.
Two men are out now in the Angels' 6th, and standing in is the catcher, Giovanni Soto. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. That evens it up 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
And this is where a guy who's been around a long time knows, hey, we're not going to make up the difference with just one swing. It's going to take base runners. So that's a good job of being really patient at the plate.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Sinker, and that's ruled strike 2.
A strike away now from getting through 6 shutout innings here, and that's no small feat against this lineup.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
A runner on first with 2 away. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
First and second now after the walk. They haven't gotten much going offensively against this guy at all. So this is about as good an opportunity as they've had.
Yunel Escobar will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
From the stretch. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1.
And here's where the Angels just have to start coming up with a key hit or 2.
2 down, runners at first and second. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0. Eric, what are you looking for here?
It's a fastball count, but he doesn't always play by the rules out there, so this could very well be a slider or something away. So in other words, I have no idea.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. There's the strike. It's 2-1. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. On his way to pitch number 75. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Boy, nothing's really come easy for him so far on the mound. He's had to work for everything, and now he's got to deal with another full count.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Hot shot on the ground is short. Throw on to first. He'll be in time, and a good chance for the Angels goes for naught as the side is retired. Angels strand a couple. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Back here at Angels Stadium of Anaheim. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Mike Morin will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Danny Santana will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
Well, you know he's feeling good at the plate, so he's already got 2 hits in this game, looking for another one.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Sent on the ground out to second. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
The batter, number 9, designated hitter, Eduardo Nunez.
Into the box, Eduardo Nunez. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat.
Got him right in the back. Doesn't feel good, never does, but I can think of a lot worse places to get dosed.
1-0.
Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Liner toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
Yeah, and this is something he'll figure out as time goes along. It's not how hard you throw, it's how well you can disrupt a hitter's timing. Growing up, guys are used to just blowing the ball by hitters, but once you get to this level, it doesn't always work out that way.
Digging in now, Eduardo Escobar, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Yeah, the left side, not really his strength when it comes to contact. Not sure I like this matchup.
And a dive, but he's back.
Keeping him close.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Sharply hit ball back up the middle. And a reach to his backhand side at second, but this finds a way by.
Well, he got that first out easy enough when he came on, but now it's back-to-back hits here with one away. So he's going to have to bear down now and make sure that this thing doesn't get any worse.
Miguel Sano will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Grounded down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. The throw to third. And they'll get the man at third here at least, but in the interim, a run has come in to score.
And this is a nice decision here in the outfield. The run's going to score easily, but he sees he might have a shot at that guy taking third. So this is a nice throw to gun him down and at least get an out on the play.
Here's Brian Dozier now. Now one hit near the first baseline, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
1-1. Here it comes. Grounded to short. Underhanded flip on to Giovitella for the force, and that'll end the inning. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Bottom of the 7th now from Anaheim. Get up and stretch. Twins lead it 9-0. Andrelton Simmons will get his 3rd shot at it here. He's bounced out and popped out in his previous 2 trips.
Well, on the bright side, I guess, he is putting the ball in play. He's just not getting that solid contact that you're looking for when a guy's really seeing the ball well.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway.
This guy's kind of walked a tightrope all game long. He's only thrown first pitch strikes to 50% of the hitters he's faced, and yet pitching a very good ball game.
And it's quickly 0-2. Gibson steps into his windup. Here's the 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Drilled to the right side. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
And they finally break through for hit number 3 of this ball game, though. It took them 7 innings to do it. That is not the kind of offensive performance that's going to win you too many ball games.
Quentin Berry will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike one. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
The 1-2 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
Oh, he's definitely had his way with the bottom of the lineup so far. They've got only one hit against him combined, and he sets another man down on strikes right here.
Johnny Giavotella will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. Runners on first with 1 down. Ooh, and he finds his spot there, 1-1. Hit hard back up the middle. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
Maybe a chance here to put a dent into that scoreboard after all. This gives him a couple guys on base now here in the late going. And at the very least, another hit here could be enough for them to avoid the shutout.
Craig Gentry will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat. 1-0. Bullpen working behind him, but you know this guy does not want to give up the baseball.
And he never does. I just don't think that's in his mentality.
1-0 count. Here it is. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Set to deliver on 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Fastball here.
I think it has to be. You're licking your chops if you're the hitter. 3-1. You can't walk the bases loaded. Bail and wail.
Swing and a liner. Foul. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
And now that would have fallen under the infield fly rule if it was a fair ball. But no matter, he goes over to make the catch here in foul territory.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. Two down, runners at first and second. Ground ball right side. Mauer's there.
Well, nothing going right on the mound for him right now. This is going to be scored an infield single, and that's just going to make matters worse out there as that loads the bases.
Mike Trout will dig in here with the bases loaded now, and their best opportunity yet to get on the board.
They've had a few chances and come up empty, so they can't let this one get away from them.
And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1.
And, you know, whenever he's been in trouble on the mound, he's found a way to turn things around. And that's a good job to start this guy with strike one.
0-1 count and the pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
He's still got to make one more big pitch, but this is a great start with the bases loaded.
2 out, bases loaded. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And this is going to plate at least 2 of those runners as it's down for extra bases. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. And they'll get a little closer here as the run comes across to score from first. That makes it a 9-3 ball game.
Boy, just a few inches that time are going to be the difference between a foul ball and a 3-run double. Watch how close this ball is to the chalk. That didn't stay fair by much, but as a result, he's going to clear the bases here with a double.
Here's C.J. Cron now. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one.
He's at an even 100 pitches now for the ball game. I'd have to think this will be it if he can get this guy.
3 runs already home here. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Not much success for these guys through the first 6, but it appears they found the key to unlock their opponent here in the 7th.
Yeah, it's pretty common when you start getting into your 3rd time around against a guy. They've got a much better idea of how to attack him, and now it's starting to pay dividends.
Ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. High and deep to straightaway right. Sano looking up. And this one is gone. A home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His first homer so far in the series as they've cut this deficit down to 4.
Be a fastball here, and it's on the outside third of the plate. But look at him just reach those arms out, stay back, and drive this thing the other way. Now, this didn't stay fair by much, but if you can keep them fair right down the foul lines, you don't have to hit them 400 feet.
Up next for the Angels, catcher.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Here's the Minnesota skipper making his way out to the mound. And a change will be forthcoming. That'll be it for Kyle Gibson. He leaves with the lead after 6 2/3 in this high-scoring affair. Brendan Kinsler will get the ball, looking to get the final out now here in this 7th inning.
Brandon Kinsler.
Here's the catcher, Giovanni Soto, now. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Oh, his team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. The 0-2 home. Shot foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. The 0-2 delivery. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Struck him out, and the inning finally comes to a close. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring 5. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Twins are out in front, 9-5. Al Albuquerque will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
62, Al Albuquerque.
Joe Mauer will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
For the Twins, first baseman Joe Mauer.
In there, strike 1.
No balls, 1 strike.
Fastball called for strike 2.
Yeah, he has been patient up there, but now he's backed himself into a corner.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Mauer rounding first, on his way to second now. And he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double.
Third baseman.
Well, he looked at 2 pitches he didn't like, but on 0-2, he couldn't wait any longer, so he jumped all over this one and ripped it out to the wall for a loud double.
Trevor Plouffe will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
From the stretch. Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1. A good tailing fastball for a strike, 1-1. No one out with a runner at second. Now a line drive that's hauled in at first base. And that's allowed out number 1. Getting late in the day here, and as this has been a long one, we check out our line score to this point. The scoreboard operator's going to sleep well tonight because, as you can see, he's been a pretty busy man through the first 7 and change. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Eddie Rosario. He's 1 for 4 for the game. High and deep to left center field. Trout looks up. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a two-run shot to left center. His first homer here in the series, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
And this is just a fastball right here, but I'm pretty sure it's not where he wanted it. This has got some elevation to it, and that's one of those where you know it's going to be a home run as soon as you let go of it.
The catcher, number 8, Kurt.
Standing in now, Kurt Suzuki, as he'll go after the first pitch and send a ground ball down to third. And he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove.
Yeah, this ball might have caught him in between hops. He might have been unsure which way to turn his glove, over or under the ball. Instead, it just goes right through him.
In now, Danny Santana, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. Well, this fella, pitcher number 4 already, and it's starting to look like more of the same.
It doesn't look like he's going to be the answer either. Some days it just doesn't matter who you trot out there. They've hit everything in sight.
Now the 0-1. Lined hard toward right center, but this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the second out. On to first, and they get the double play. Leading off the inning, Yunel Escobar, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
Here it comes. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. On the ground up the middle. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Boy, you talk about a ball having eyes. First off, he's fortunate to get this one by the pitcher. It's not hit especially hard, but you'll see it get past second base where neither middle infielder can track it down. And it'll make its way into center field.
In now is Andrelton Simmons. Drilled down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but it gets by the glove down the line. And he is in there.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller, the thought is that you've got to get out there and hit the ball before it sinks. So that means if you're a right-handed hitter, you got to jump out there and pull it. And that's exactly what he did.
Quentin Berry stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Hit hard up the middle. And that is through into center field, a base hit. The run scores from second.
Well, apparently, they've still got a pulse here. A run is in to score on the base hit, and now, with another hit or two, they could really make this interesting.
Johnny Giavotella will stand in to keep things going, and I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
He's set. Here it comes. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one.
Well, you know, 3 straight hits are bad enough, but now he's making things even worse by falling behind the next guy.
1-0 delivery. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. First and second here with nobody out. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
This is the kind of inning he's not pitching efficiently. He's just trying to be too darn fine. He's not trusting his stuff.
To 2-2 now. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike three called. One away.
Oh, he really located when he needed to there. And that might have been the first time in the entire inning that something went his way, but that's an important out right there.
Here's Craig Gentry, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike.
Oh, and that's a good fastball right there. He might have been thinking about protecting against that sinker.
Runs up and gets this one down. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
Man, he get flat out fly. I mean, once this thing got down, you figured if this is a fair ball, it's a base hit. That's almost too easy there.
Cole Calhoun stands in looking to do some work against that big deficit they've got in front of them.
Oh, you got it, Matt. This is a situation where he just needs to keep that line moving. Get on, get a couple in, and hope the next guys can come through big.
And obviously looking for the ground ball here as this misses low. It's 1-0. 2-0.
You get the sense he's starting to panic a little bit out there. He's not following through on any of his deliveries, and some of his pitches aren't all that close to the strike zone.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Rosario has a play, makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
Well, every run helps, but they're running out of outs right now. And I think defensively, you're happy to trade that run for the out.
Mike Trout steps into the box, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home in the inning so far.
Well, this could be a huge inning or maybe the end of the inning. This is a pivotal at-bat in one of the turning points of this ballgame right here.
And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Danger here, as this is a guy who can make this a one-run game.
And if he does, make him do it out to right field. I wouldn't give him anything he can pull.
The 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And no, they can't get there. looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. On to the 9th now in Game 3. It's the Twins 11 and the Angels 7. Fernando Salas will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Eduardo Nunez digs in. He reached on a single and would later wind up scoring in his last at-bat. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Good curveball that time in the low 80s, 0-2. First curveball of the day for him, and likely not the last.
No, he's got a good one. There's no doubt about that. He'll start it on the hip versus righties, and he'll backdoor it to lefties. 2 different locations, but equally effective.
Takes this the other way to right, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
So much of hitting is all about getting the right pitch. Here, he didn't like either one of the first couple he sees. Falls behind quickly, 0-2. But then he finally gets a location he can do something with, and whack, base hit.
Eduardo Escobar standing in as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. A 1-0 delivery. Swing and a high pop-up. Could be tough back behind third. Gentry falls off the third baseman and puts it away for out number 1.
Well, the only good news that comes out of this at-bat is that he stayed out of the double play. Other than that, this at-bat really didn't achieve a whole lot.
Striding in once again, Miguel Sano. He singled his last time up. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Oh, and a fine play there as he ranges back to put this one away. Not an easy play by any means, and there are 2 gone.
Wow, tough play.
And that's just one of the few balls that really hasn't taken off today. And we've seen some balls really jump off the bat so far, but not there.
Brian Dozier steps in looking for his 3rd hit of the ball game.
Well, anytime you can put together a 3-hit game, you're doing something right out there, and we'll see if he can pull it off.
Throw over to the bag, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
Perhaps wisely, another look to first. And the runner back.
Just checking.
Yet another check on first. And he just manages to get his hand in. Comes set. Now the pitch. High and deep to right. Calhoun going back on it, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Man, I'll tell you, it seems like all game long he's been on every pitch that he's seen. This one's no exception, and it might be his best swing so far. This just about gets out of here, and he'll wind up at second with a double off the wall.
And here's the 4th wide one now, so Mauer won't get the chance as they issue him the free pass.
And this could really be trouble now because with runners on every base, they've got a chance to really break this thing wide open.
Trevor Plouffe comes to the plate with the bases juiced, and it seems a big hit here could really put this one out of reach.
Yeah, and pretty much any glimmer of hope for those guys in the field would have to be gone if he comes through with a big knock right here.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Trout has a read on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Twins leave the bases loaded. They're on top still, 11-7. C.J. Cron will be the one to start things off, with his guys needing a ninth-inning rally here if they're going to force a Game 4.
C.J. Cron.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Grounded to third. Plouffe fields it cleanly. Throw on to first. In time, one away.
Yeah, up by 4 in the ninth. You want to make sure these guys don't get any momentum on their side, so that's an important first out there.
Giovanni Soto will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. The throw into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Well, I think this was a little bit of a gamble from my perspective. I had a feeling that he'd take a big turn around first and then hold on, but he was having none of that. He's smelling 2 all the way, and he's going to make it there with a hustle double.
Stepping in now, Yunel Escobar. As a good changeup will get him to commit too early, and it's strike 1. Ready with the 0-1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. This one's taken by Escobar. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Third double of the game for these guys as you see the comparison there. Runner at second here with 1 man out. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Boy, and just a great call that time to turn to the changeup. That's one of those at the plate where you don't even wait for the umpire to make the call. You know you're a goner.
Andrelton Simmons will stand in, and their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
That's wide. 2-0.
Well, they're taking the smart approach right here. With that base open, you don't need to put them on intentionally. but you also don't need to groove anything.
Two 2-0 count. Here it comes. And he gets the slider over here. It's 2-1 now.
And even though that's a strike, that's a good take. You want to be looking one pitch, one spot. So don't go swinging at that one. That was nasty.
Two balls and a strike. Here it is. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Quentin Berry would be next. And the count will be full. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
Hey, that's a great job to work out the walk there. That's one thing managers like to see. You got to die hard at the plate, even down to your final out. You never know in this game.
Quentin Berry will stand in now, and hey, give these guys credit. They're not going down without a fight.
I'll tell you what, they're not too far away from making a game out of this one after all.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Glenn Perkins is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 15, Glenn Perkins.
In there at the knees, strike one. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. Boy, he sure can sling that thing, can't he?
He sure can. A very wide arm angle, comes from the first base side. It's not straight either. It's moving.
And the Twins have advanced. They're headed to the AL Championship Series.
Well, you know, their work is not done yet, but they've done what they needed to do up to this point. And they take care of business here to punch their ticket to the ALCS.
Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
For Eric Caro, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been the AL Division Series on MLB The Show.